All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue on with our review, and we're going to continue on with multiplication, but this time we're going to be doing polynomial by a polynomial. I do want to remind you to only do the problems you're asked to do in the video. Save the other problems for another day from this worksheet. So you need to have your headphones on, and let's get started. So I have here a binomial times a binomial, and there are two ways to do multiplication. One way is called FOIL, and you're going to hear that from most of your math teachers. You're also going to hear that if you ever heard a mathematician, that's what they're going to say. Most videos you watch, they're going to say, did you check it by FOIL, or go ahead and FOIL this? And so you have to know what FOIL is. That means we're going to take the first term, the outer term is the O, inner terms are the I, and the last term is standing for L. Now, I like to draw loops, and I call them loopy loops, and I'm going to draw my loopy loops the same way every time I FOIL. The first terms in each one of those binomial is x. So the first is x times x, which is x squared. And then I have the outer terms, which are the ones on the very outside edge of each binomial. The x times the 4. And that's exactly how I make my loop, going down on the bottom there, like that. And so I have here x times 4 is 4x. And then the inner terms are the 2 on the inside. And I make my loop like there. And that is going to be 2x. And then my last terms are the 2 and the 4. And they're the last terms in each one of the binomials. And so now I can see a little FOIL man, and that's what I call him. And so if I've done it correctly, I have here FOIL man. And also notice that when I wrote each one of them down, I wrote them down vertically, and I didn't write them right under each other. I kind of staggered them because if you notice, the middle two, the outer and the inner, are like terms. So I have here I have x squared plus 4x plus 2x, which is 6x plus 8. All right, so now I'm going to do another binomial times a binomial. This is problem number 4. If you want to look at problem number 4. And I have here x plus 5 times x minus 2. And when you do a box, this is a binomial times a binomial, which means I have 4 different terms. So I'm going to have 4 different squares of my box. And it doesn't really matter which one you write horizontally and which one you write vertically. I always start with the when I do this, I start horizontally. It just doesn't make any difference. I'm going to have x plus 5 here. And then I'm going to have x minus 2 going vertically. And then I'm going to say, okay, x times x is x squared. 5 times x is 5x. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. Now, remember I lined them up before? Well, now, if you look diagonally, I have my like terms. So I'm going to circle my like terms, and now I'm going to write down everything. X squared, and then negative 2 plus 5 is 3x minus 10. And there's my answer, my product of that binomial times the binomial. All right. So I want you to practice, and I want you to do problem 2 and 3. Problem 2, I want you to use the FOIL method, please. I need to see your loopy loops. And problem 3, I want to see the box method. I want to see your box. I want to see your work. I want to see that you have circled those like terms before you add them. So go ahead and pause the video, and when you're ready, restart the video and come back. All right, so now This time, look at this problem. I have a binomial times a trinomial. Now, yes, you can do this by FOIL, and that's what the directions say on your paper. I want you to cross out the word FOIL and write in the word box, because that's how I want you to do these next problems. In my opinion, the box method is a little clearer and easier to see. So this time I'm going to have a 3 by 2 box. It doesn't matter which way you put your trinomial and which way you put your binomial. Personally, this is my own personal preference. I like the horizontal being the longer of the two polynomials. And so I'm going to put my trinomial going horizontally and my binomial going vertically. So, but it really does not matter. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to make 3 different spaces, and then I'm going to cut it in half for my binomial. Now, I'm just going from left to right, so I'm going to write my binomial first, which is x plus 4. And then I have x squared plus 3x minus 6. Okay, x squared times x is x to the 3rd power. 3x times x is 3x squared. Negative 6 times x is negative 6x. X squared times 4 is 4x squared. 3x times 4 is 12x. And negative 6 times 4 is negative 24. Now, remember in the last one we had diagonal-like terms. We still have diagonal-like terms, but this time I have 2 sets of diagonal-like terms. So now I have x cubed, write it down. 3x squared plus 4x squared is 7x squared. 12x minus 6x is negative 6x. Or excuse me, positive 6x. It's not negative, it's positive 6x minus 24. Be careful because you can make that mistake too. You noticed I made it? Just make sure that you catch yourself. So my answer is x cubed plus 7x squared plus 6x minus 24. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you need to do problem number 2 on your own. I want to see your box. I want to see that you have done your like terms, and we'll be checking on this tomorrow in class. All right, bye for now.